Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to present my case study research. Let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Fatimatuz Zahrah, and I'm from Sarjanawiyata Tamansiswa University. Today, I will share the insight and findings from my research under the title Quasi-Experimental Study, the impact of flashcard strategy on vocabulary mastery for 6th grade students at SDN Bangunharjo. Let's begin by exploring the background of the study. The mastery of vocabulary is a critical component of language acquisition and is particularly essential in learning English as a foreign language. In many primary schools, including SDN Bangunharjo, students encounter difficulties in acquiring and retaining vocabulary in English, which consequently affect their overall language proficiency. During initial observation, it was noted that 6th grade students at SDN Bangunharjo struggle with recalling and applying newly learned vocabulary, a challenge that often hindered their reading, writing, and speaking abilities. In response to these challenges, educators have been exploring more effective methods to enhance vocabulary retention and application among students. One such strategy is the use of flashcards, which have long been regarded as a highly effective and engaging tool for language learning. Flashcards are simple yet powerful learning aids that can help students connect words with meanings, images, and context, which are crucial for long-term retention. The next is the method. This study employed a quasi-experimental design using a one-group pretest post-test approach. The design is appropriate as it allows for the measurement of students' vocabulary mastery before and after the intervention using flashcard strategy, even though there was no random assignment to treatment and control groups. The participants of this study were 24 students from the 6th grade student at SDN Bangunharjo. These students were selected based on convenience sampling. The students were aged 11 to 12 years old with varying levels of English proficiency. Prior to the intervention, a pretest on vocabulary mastery was administered to assess their baseline knowledge. The intervention consists of using flashcards as a primary learning tool for vocabulary acquisition. The flashcard feature English words along the corresponding images, definition, and example sentences. Over a period of 4 weeks, the student engaged with the flashcard through various activities, including flashcard-based games, pair work exercises, group discussion using new vocabulary, repetition, and recall activities. Each session lasted 45 minutes and the intervention was conducted twice a week. The data were collected through the following means: pretest and post-test, observation, and student feedback. And the data collected from the pretest and post-test were analyzed using paired sample t-tests to determine if there were statistically significant differences in student vocabulary mastery before and after the intervention. Additionally, observational data and student feedback were qualitatively analyzed to understand student attitude and engagement with the flashcard strategy. The next is a result and discussion. For pretest and post-test scores, the main score of the student on the pretest was 55%, indicating a moderate level of vocabulary mastery before the intervention. After 4 weeks of flashcard-based learning, the mean score of the post-test significantly increased to 80% with standard deviation 8.4. The paired sample t-test revealed a statistically significant improvement in the student vocabulary mastery from pretest to post-test. These results suggest that the flashcard strategy had significant positive impact on student vocabulary mastery. And for observational findings, the observation during the intervention indicate that students were highly engaged and motivated during flashcard activities. The visual element of the flashcards seemed to capture student attention, and the interactive nature of the activities encouraged active participation. Many students expressed enthusiasm for the games and pair exercises, which made learning vocabulary both fun and effective. The last is conclusion. The finding of this study indicate that the use of the flashcard strategy significantly improved vocabulary mastery among 6th grade students at SD Mangunharjo. The data from the pre-test and post-test demonstrated a clear enhancement in student ability to recall and use new vocabulary. Furthermore, observation and student feedback confirmed that the flashcard strategy was engaging and effective learning tool that facilitated vocabulary acquisition. Based on these findings, it is recommended that educators incorporate flashcards as a regular tool in their teaching practices, particularly for vocabulary instruction in elementary schools. Future research could explore the long-term effect of flashcard-based learning on vocabulary retention and its impact on other areas of language learning, such as reading comprehension and writing proficiency. That's all of my presentation. Thank you for your nice attention.